Okay, we ended last night with a special treat. And for those of you who drink dessert wine, and I was not entirely familiar with this wine. This is the producer I am. It's produced by Villa Puccini, okay? Big Italian producer. We're also in Tuscany here. And this is a Vino Santo. And what is Vino Santo? Quickly, it's a dessert wine. But what does it mean? It means that typically it's Malvasia and Trebbiano grapes. Remember, I referenced that the idea of Malvasia and Trebbiano used to be a part of Chianti Classico and the composition of a Chianti. No longer though, okay? So now this is Malvasia and Trebbiano. And what they do is they pick the grapes, and wherever they are, whatever producer's making this wine, they put the grapes in the warmest and driest part of the facility. And it goes through an intense evaporation, and as that intense evaporation happens, the sugar levels increase. So I'm going to give myself a little rinse here. Okay. And as those sugar levels increase, you start heading in the direction of a dessert wine. So also important to note, as I'm thinking about it, as the sugars are increasing, this alcohol percentage right here is 16%. Okay, whereas most everyday drinking wines, and in the case of the Fontodi and the Camigliano, we are at, I believe, 14. Okay. Okay, you can see the color already. Bob, can you pick that up? I mean, an amber, dark, almost sherry-like color. I get a slight tropical sense on the nose, a little bit of pear. And on the nose, it smells sweet. Now we know, again, we often say 95% of taste is smell. On the nose, I'm going with sweet. However, it's not sweet on the finish. And when I say not, it's actually, I would consider this a dry finish. However, you do have that residual sugar, but it's sweeter on the nose. This would go, and because it's not as sweet on the finish, this to me, this would be a great, again, dessert wine. I mentioned dessert. However, if you want to start off with as an aperitif, this would be beautiful. Great wine. This wine here, again, Vino Santo, can be upwards of $50, $60, $70, $80 a bottle. Because of the intense labor involved in producing this style of wine, the prices go way up. However, our goal, as always, is to find wine, the best value wine. This producer here at Villa Puccini is $13.99. Okay, and it may even be $14.99. So Bob, when we publish this, please make sure we put the correct price. But for an everyday drinking Santo Vino, this is worth checking out. From Michael Bray at PassionVinesTV, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.